Imagine like your 86-year-old grandmother going to college, but she is failing her ass off.
No, Grandma.
Failing. She's like, shit. You don't have to do this. I dropped out of college for your mama. Huh?
Okay, all right.
I'm going back to school to get my business degree.
All right, Grandma.
You know how like on the high school they check to see if they made on the team?
Yeah.
And she was like, she going all the way down like. She got all these young friends with her. She like,
hold on, baby, my glasses. My glasses now. My arthritis, calm down.
her finger is like this. Finger shaking.
No, now we get dark.
Brett, can you just find my name for me? Can you find my name for me?
No, they're Mrs. Steph.
Where is he? You seeing her like, please, Professor, can I get like some extra credit? Can I please?
Who's gonna do Grandma's homework this week?
Your old ass out my face. All you do in here is sleep.
Why is that where your mind went?
All you do in here is sleep and your dentures fall out.
Why is he so mean? Why is he so heartless?
That's a good stage play. My grandma went back to school and failed out and flunked out.
What's up and welcome to another random ass convo with Twilla and Dion. I'm Twilla, that's Dion. And we're here.
What up, y'all? Unfortunately, Twilla's guest had canceled again today. We just had some scheduling issues, so I'm filling in again today. So we are here to support Twilla's brand.
I feel like you go out your way to like disown me.
Disown you?
Yes. You be like, well, I'm here because Twilla needed a favor.
Yeah, I'm typically in the back trying to support the brand, but I find myself constantly saving the day. It's supposed to be, it's not too late to change the name,
We are a year in.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people change the name. DJ Envy changed his name.
What was it before?
For the car show.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was Carcella.
Yeah.
He did it for 3 years.
So what do you want me to, what should I change it to?
I don't know. Sweet Tea and Sass.
Do you not want to be...
You just never going to go back to that, huh?
I would love to go back to that, but that's not this. So you don't want to do podcasts with me no more?
It's not even about it's not even about...
You don't want to have random ass convos with me no more? You stuttering.
I'm thinking like when your favorite podcast names, what is appealing about? Because it sounds like we just random ass convos versus like,
what should it be?
The body chalked up, murder mystery, how to stop a period. Something that's like, whoa, what we talking about? Versus like, they ain't talking about nothing. Random ass convos sounds like
exactly what it is. I feel like that's exactly what it is. That was branding purpose.
But most podcasts.
We ain't most podcasts. This is Twilla and Dion. I don't know. I just wanted to say we ain't most podcasts.
Most podcasts is shooting the shit, but we being very specific. It's like saying we ain't talking about nothing. We ain't talking about nothing podcast.
So, in the first 2 minutes of this podcast, I got disowned, and you dissed the name too.
I didn't disown you. You said it seems like, and I said no. I'm not seem like it.
Nah, you didn't. You didn't even negate it. You didn't say no. You were like, "Cause what I want to do, you want to know." You affirmed it. Yo. Yeah. Well, this leaves me questioning so much about myself.
As you should.
We got some followers.
Yeah.
I really want an appointment with my therapist now. I don't feel loved. Thanks, Jamoya. We're not trying to be like everyone else. Are we, Dion? Anyway.
The thing is, this is not my podcast.
Yo, okay. I have said since day one, like, we're going to set this record straight on today. On today,
What?
good people.
What?
I need y'all to understand.
What?
Dion was like, we really need to do a podcast. We really just need to have, like, content. We really just need to do, like, Dion was all about this podcast life. But at the same time, Dion had a million things on his plate. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to help spearhead this podcast, because he was like, you know, we be having great conversations. We could do something with that. So fast forward, I'm like, hey, let's do it. Here's what it looked like, random ass convos. I tried to have like formatting and stuff. He wouldn't even read my dockets at the beginning. I tried to produce it. He was always like, that's not quite it. So we just start kicking it and shooting it, and here we are. And then the whole time he was like, I'm just doing this podcast with Twilla. And I feel like there's footage somewhere of Dion being like, that's Twilla's podcast. Where'd you disown me publicly at?
I'm letting you know. It started off by saying, Twilla, you are packed with information. You're very smart. You should do a podcast. She's like, I'm not going to do it by myself. I said, well, I will help. Meaning, if I will help you get the ball rolling.
That's two different conversations.
Twilla, you're packed with information.
I am.
You're very insightful.
I am.
You like to be in people's business. You with the Shade Room and Jasmine Brand and Hollywood Unlocked. You figure out people's stuff. He got married to her, but the black systemic racism. I was like, wow, you got a lot of information. Get that out there to the world. And I can be the ignorant also for the people who don't know. Let me help you out with this conversation.
We do that every week.
Right. Again, I was your alcohol to the world. I was making you comfortable to come out. Let everybody know that you're homosexual. Go ahead.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Hey.
You know, you see how we segue that there. But I feel like you have this tendency of, like, you'll see somebody's strengths and be like, you need to utilize this strength like this, and then you try to trick them into utilizing it.
Mm-hmm. Big bars.
And so this time, if you were trying to trick me, you just got roped right into it with me, because
I thought you were just gonna be like, yeah, you can come on to my podcast, Jamoya. You can come on my podcast, Janice.
I barely have time to invite myself to the podcast.
Right, but that's how you get out and network. Hey, let's chop it up. You know, talk to somebody. Hey,
I barely have time to invite myself. What does that sound like? Sound like I have a full
I'm still
plate.
waiting for We Can Relate come back.
Yeah, me too. My sibling schedules. Whew.
Mm-hmm. You don't gotta do all five.
We know we have a format where it's not all five, but our schedules are still crazy. We wanted to do like 4 out of the 5 each time.
No, schedules are crazy.
But
you can literally.
I could barely do 3.
You can at one apartment. You can do.
I said barely though. Like, you're not respecting that. Like, you're imagining that we're all there kicking it at one time. We all, like, today we weren't even all there.
That's just one day.
But it's an example. You know what? That's not even what I came on to talk about today.
What do you come on to talk about today?
I don't know, not this.
What do you come on to talk about today?
Whew. I usually ask you how your day was, but right now.
How's my day doing today? My day has been very productive. I had a little bumps in the road, but I just used some magic shave to shave them bumps right off. That's how you do. That's how you do a magic shave.
That's not how you do magic shave.
When
Isn't that like there?
What is when you have bumps in your face? What do you do to get them off?
I don't know. Bumpy gum. What's it called?
Pop that thing.
Is there something for bumps? Oh, this crisscross applesauce.
Herpy cream.
Okay. No, like shave bumps. Isn't there something?
I don't think you shave them off. I think you just kind of reduce them.
Oh, whatevers. Yeah. You gonna ask me? Cool.
How was your day, Twills?
It was great.
This is what I deal with, y'all.
No, I had a good day today. Like, it's been a week since I got back from New York from my other job.
You mean your only job?
My job. I got back from New York for the shoot. I was very tired, so I've been trying to recuperate all week. But I went out with some people I've worked with on previous shows. We had brunch at a really cool place. It was fantastic. Did some little house stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good day.
How's
freaking day.
How since your new place, which is very nice by the way,
Thank you.
has a fully functional gym. How's your working out been over there?
Not as great as I want it to be, and there should be no excuse because it is a 24-hour gym. I utilized it a few times, and I really feel like my schedule has to be that where I wake up at 5 to go work out at 5:30 to get a 30-minute to hour-long workout at least 3 times a week. My sleep is trash, so I'm not as well rested as I want to be. Like, so I do have an alarm set to go off at 5:30, not 5, but 5:30. And if I do like my sleep routine, like starting at 10 so I can go to sleep and I don't have any like panic attacks or waking up moments in the middle of the night, waking up isn't a problem. But if my sleep is trash, it really throws my day off. So I just have to wake up. I have to push through it.
Okay. Or you think you're a morning person workout or you're a night person workout?
I like working out in the morning. It's harder for me to work out in the morning in the sense of like, because it's sheer, like you don't have any other scheduled conflicts in the morning, right? Like the morning is like you waking up, getting ready for work. That's why the morning is more preferable. But like, and then in the evening, there's like less room. There's more room for excuses in the evening because something's always popping up. Like, oh, I got to cook dinner. Oh, I was running late. Oh, I got to do this. And then it's like, then you miss out on that time that you could have done. That's why morning is preferable. I'm not a morning person. Hold up.
Is preferable and preferable 2 different words?
I don't think so. It's the same word.
How's it? It's not the same word.
Preferable. They spelled the same way.
So you just said it wrong.
I just said it differently.
You said preferable. It wrong. Preferable or preferable?
I think you can say both.
I've never heard preferable before. I heard preferable. You just showed your shoulders.
I was like, I think it's the same.
Can't admit that you're wrong?
No, I think it's the same thing.
No. Preferable and preferable. Is that the same word?
Yes.
Callers come in.
Preferable.
What's up, Donnie? What's up, Gray?
Preferable or preferable. They both mean it's the same. I just sounded it out the same. Let's see.
Preferable. Preferable.
Why she sound so sexy? Preferable. I'm picturing her tongue out. Preferable. Change that voice to a man. I don't like that.
You change it to a man on your phone.
I don't like when.
How you gonna tell me what's on my phone?
I don't like when Google trying to seduce me. I'm like, yo,
Google, you were turned on by some AI?
What you saying, homie? You AI? Well, I want to be the answer.
Preferable.
Preferable. Why? Why are you so sexy?
Oh my gosh, Dion.
I mean,
you're
like
special.
Long walks. I like long walks and hard drives. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the floppy disk? Huh?
You showing age right now. Showing age. Like, what's the earliest memory you have of computers?
Earliest memory of computers.
Yeah.
Yo, my mama had money. All right. My mama had the computer, the color Apple computer with the color booty. You know what I'm talking about?
That's like late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
That's your earliest memory?
That's what you asked me, right? What did you ask me?
Yeah, your earliest memory of computers. Like, okay, that's fine.
What am I saying?
No, I was just saying that was like 2000. That's it. I was like, you used computers before that. That was my question.
I mean, I think a lot of the times in my elementary and middle school, a lot of the typewriters were merged to computers, because I remember it was a long time. It was like it was like laptops, but it was like a screen on the computers. I mean, on the keyboard. Huh. And I never associated it
like a word processor.
Yeah, that's what it was. Exactly, a word processor. So I never associated that with a computer.
Y'all schools was different.
Is that bad or good?
No, I remember playing like Oregon Trail like in second grade or first grade.
Wow.
On computers, like early and like little math projects. I remember having like remember seeing the floppy disk and using it in the school library computer. And then I think the games were on that too. Like, I don't remember if it was actually on the computer. And then I had gotten a computer for my 11th birthday. It was supposedly mine.
Wait a second.
It was supposedly mine, but it was everybody's.
We the same age.
Yep.
I'm starting to think now. I do remember floppy disk, but I don't remember anything of what with it. I might no. I do remember. No, that's high school. I don't remember anything in elementary, dude. We were broke, and I went to Edison Elementary. The guy who discovered the light bulb. We should have had some technology money.
Y'all should have had some technology money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I think when I switched middle schools, like in 8th grade, and I feel like in that middle school, they taught typing on typewriters or something, and I was like, what is this? How do you use? What are we doing here? But
close your eyes. Mm-hmm. Tell me from pinky finger, all your 4 fingers, no thumbs. What's the keys?
A, S, D. Is there F, G? Mm-hmm. H. This hand, I have no clue what's there.
Oh boy.
I can type really well though. Mm-hmm. I, J, L.
Oh boy.
I, J, K, L.
Oh boy.
J, H, J, K, L. Okay, so I is above it. Okay. Yep. And then
the thing is, it's like I totally forgot what's there, but if you say spell that, I know how to spell it. By just listing it off like that, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I could have told you the top keys.
Why?
Like right above it, QWERTY.
Why?
Because it spells QWERTY, like QWERTY keyboard.
QWERTY keyboard, yeah.
I couldn't have told you past that. The UIOP would have been an issue. Did you guys already talk about Monique and DL? Did not, but that's on the roster.
What you got for it?
For Monique and DL, listen, beloved. Monique is a whole mess.
I think we say a whore.
No.
Oh boy.
So, okay. It seems like Monique always gets in these situations where she finds herself on the unfavorable part of a business contract, right? Mm-hmm. Or on a job. And then has to take it public and make a big deal about how she's wronged and how we have to support Black women. And I try not to form too much of an opinion around it because I wasn't there. That's my thing, right? I don't know.
What you mean there? As in, like, you wasn't a contestant? I mean,
like, like with the Lee Daniels situation and all that. Like, I don't know what your contract said. I see both sides, but I also know that you have to play this game in this industry if you want to survive. But the situation with DL, where she, they decided to do this, and she was on as a headliner, and feeling a certain way that she didn't get to go last, right? That was part of her thing.
Headline.
And then I don't know what her contract said, how much money she was getting, but we saw DL put his out there. Like she went on. I'm really bothered for the people that went to go see this concert.
Oh, that was juice.
This comedy thing. She just went and ranted for that long.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Like, I didn't pay for that.
I mean, it's still the tea.
But it wasn't funny. Like, it's not.
It was entertaining.
It was like, here go Monique again.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was entertaining. I would not be upset. I'd be like, what's happening here?
Did she do her show after that?
Yeah, she did 10 minutes. And afterwards, she did like another 35 comedy. So by the time they got at the end,
but she was late too, right?
I mean, because probably she was cussing out the promoter in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a difference between $10,000, you know. So I can see why, or maybe more than that. I can see why they're upset because the placement of where they're at on the lineup determines how much money they receive.
Right.
And, you know.
Why do you think she thinks that she should have been last on that, like headlining?
I think the Oscars has always been in her head, as in like, I'm more important than you, I'm more relevant than you, I'm more respected, and she's playing the woman card, the black woman card. I mean, I'm not saying
that's not a card to play, Monique.
I'm not saying it's not a thing, but she's 100% like, we gotta protect our black women. We gotta respect our black people. She keeps using that.
And she utilizes it, and then she weaponizes it. Like, so that's my other thing. So like, if she's gonna use that, like protect black women, you know, you're always putting black women last. Like, be that same way across the board. Don't put down black women. Don't talk. Let women walk around in their hair bonnets. Like whatever. Like stop. Like like only using it to your advantage, because then you're no better than a colonizer when you do stuff like that. Like you're just using it for your advantage. Yeah, it is not. You know, like I think what I appreciate about this back and forth between DL and Monique is I love when somebody can produce the receipts. And DL was like, here's my contract. Right. Here's what I signed up for. I don't know what yours says, but I know, you know, like, and also, like, why are you taking issue with me versus the promoter?
Right. Like, well, I think what happened was the promoter was like, hey, Monique. I think the promoter went to Monique first. Mm-hmm. On the 28th of May. Hey, Monique, this is what we're offering. Can you do this this bit? And she was like, yes, I can do it. And he was like, you can headline this. Fantastic. You're headlining this. D.A. Hughley might have came in late and said, hey, sorry for the late notice. I can do the show. Mm-hmm. You told me that we're headline because you're shooting out. Hey, Steve Harvey. Hey, Monique. Hey, Johnny. Hey, can you headline?
Right.
Monique answered. Dia answered, and then it became. Now that we both have on the show, who's going to headline? I'm sure Monique won't mind if I move things around. This is what.
But it's a contract. So what does your contract say?
It's a deal memo.
Yes.
They send out a deal memo.
You get a deal memo.
Right. And then, and I'm sure...
You still have to agree to those terms in the deal memo.
They got two different deal memos.
Uh-huh.
Like, D.L. Hughley wasn't even on the deal memo. Because he probably... This is what I'm assuming. Because they had a contract for them, not who all was on the show.
Right. But I'm saying, like, if you... In Monique's deal memo, like, if any of those deals changed, like, if it was, like, you're headlining... You know, Monique, you're signing on as a headliner. Mm-hmm. This means, you know, that pretty much reflects like this. You're going at this time. You have, you know, this many minutes to do so. And if any of this changes, in most deal memos, it's like if any of these changes, then we need to have a new signed agreement or an addendum to this agreement.
Right.
And then so like if that wasn't produced or well written or well thought out, like that's either on the promoter or that's on her team. Like if they didn't put out those terms of what it should be like, that's on her team.
Yeah.
Like that's just bad business. Like what does that look like?
100%. Because most deal memos is just about you.
Yeah.
And it would tell you the rundown of the show. It says it's an opener. It would be a host. It would be a opener for the headliner. If you don't have a headliner, we'll provide one for you, and it'll give a rate for all the people that's coming.
Yeah.
As in like you're doing 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and the headline do an hour. So it give like a rundown of the entire show.
Which you might not get the rundown of the show till like closer to the time.
Right.
So like I'm saying this from a perspective of where I do like mostly actors contracts and stuff. They call those are still called demos. And if any of this thing, like it will say like like these are the terms, and then we'll talk about like, do you get a green room or a dressing room? Are you going to have travel and transportation? What does the credit look like? Like, are you going to be on one card? And it might say discretion, like placement of the card, your title card, and that's up to the discretion of the producers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. There's language in there, and there's people that be like, well, no, I want first card. That's not up to your discretion. I get first title card, period. Mm-hmm. And so that's your team fighting for you. And so I don't know it on the comedy sense, but I feel like it would be very similar onto like what points you can like say yay or nay to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really think they both. The promoter's like, who's gonna headline? It's like, hopefully they can work it out when they get there.
No, they already had DL put the schedule, the run of the show up.
Maybe the day of.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm 100% the day of.
Right, and then Monique was like, "Oh, what is this?"
Right.
It's like, I got y'all told me I was gonna be a promoter, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm not going to go before you." He verbally probably said that. It's like, "Oh, so you crying? You think I'm?" You know what I'm saying? It probably was like, "Monique, I'm not doing this with you, sweetheart. They hired me to close." DL, you're not going to play this role with me. You don't think you think you.
Well, I'm saying like the whole issue is not with DL. Her whole issue is with should be with the promoter, and should be with her management, whoever her management is.
But the miscommunication could have came of DL Hughley knew what his contract said.
Yeah. He doesn't know what Monique says.
Monique is like, wait, you trying to sabotage me? Not even saying, you found out I was on the card, and you don't want to follow me. Mm-hmm. Like, so you being a little hoe right now. You trying to tell them you ain't gonna come on unless. Like she was moving things around like, you trying to use your star power. You don't understand who's the biggest star here?
You know what she should have done was take notes. Like take notes and be like, well played. You know what? At least this got me back on the show, and I know how to do the next one. Like instead she's creating, like she just got in, like her and Lee Daniels just got back in the groove of things. She's been talking about being blackballed and not being able to work. Like, take your second chance or third chance or whatever it is.
I get Monique, but I feel like I can't say I get, because it is definitely the promoter's fault.
Yeah.
Imagine going to the airport expecting a private jet, and it's one of the ones you got to start up with your arm, and it's like,
what is this?
Wait.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this. It was like, oh no. We're gonna fly you to Vegas, then you get your private jet. It was like, why is this not on the contract? I'm not dressed for this. This has no air conditioning. It's just a 45-minute flight, sweetheart. It's just a 40. No, y'all told me I was gonna do this.
It's like, but know like your rooms and places to have that. Like either don't go out, or like. I mean, obviously we're having a conversation about it, so maybe she did something right, but at the same time, I'm just like your beef is with the wrong one.
Yeah, her husband. Jamoya's right. Her husband is her manager, so it's her contract isn't right. That's who should take care of it.
What she call him, Daddy?
Teddy, Zeddy,
She does not call him
Zeddy.
Zeddy.
With the hoochie daddy shorts.
Come here, gray shorts.
That's my Zeddy.
Yeah, she like, and let this be a lesson learned for all of them. Like, managers shouldn't be doing contracts anyway. That should be your agent or a lawyer.
Do you know that she has an open marriage? Mm-hmm. Like
he can do stuff, but she's not. She says she doesn't want to.
But you know when they say stuff, as in like men and women.
Huh?
He's bisexual.
Wait, is that real?
That is real. So
how do you know this?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So the room. Well, I can't say it. I can't say it's 100% correct, but the rumor has he goes both ways. He's bisexual. You guys are more than welcome to chime in if you heard that or help me out with this. So they always make fun of his sexuality, the way he dressed, the way he looks, and the people he hang out with. So on the not the Jasmine brand, on D.L. Hughley's show, they have a segment that says, "Would you rather?" Right? So for them to create viral content, they asked the question to Monique. She was on the show. Mm-hmm. Just a terrible question to ask. No woman wants to hear this. They said, "Would you rather your husband have sex with Lee Daniels with a condom on, or Kareen Steffens with no condom?" You're like, what type of shit is that? And it's like, it wasn't D.L. Hughley. It was Jasmine who asked that question. And she was like, what? Y'all trying to be funny? Like, no, this is what they say on, this is my producers. They just, so they're trying to create a viral moment. And it just backfired. And then from that right there, I think that was a fuel of like, I ain't messing with D.L. Hughley anymore. D.L. Hughley wasn't even there. But it was his show. Let's see what they're saying. Let me see where he's at. She didn't have to take the stage of principal.
On principle, yeah. She can be like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. My contract was breached. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Having a fit on stage was uncalled for. She should have shined and let him follow. Yeah, I just think it's a pride thing. I think Monique's confidence is out of this world. She believes she is the next best thing. It's hard for her to get over the fact that you're burning bridges. And most importantly in Hollywood is likability. I don't care how talented you are. If you're difficult to work with, it's not going to work. I don't care how many awards.
It's like, so we say this thing so common, like, like at the end of the day, it looks like you're the problem. Like if you're always falling out with somebody, like you're the common denominator. Like what's the common denominator? It's you. But like people really, I think, don't understand the degree of like dealing with when they're the difficult person and they're always grumbling. They always have something to say. And it's kind of like, I mean, that she's a cool person, but she's always going to complain about you don't want to work with that person either. So it's not even that you're difficult. It's like you just bring the environment down, or you at any time might be triggered if you didn't get your way. And now you're going to like ruin this production. Like nobody wants that.
Right.
Like your reputation precedes you. And like she's talented, like she's a talented individual and she should be way further. And I'm not, like, I don't know if it's just her or like her and her management, like something needs to change. Like something needs to like grow. As she would say, beloved queen, like grow.
She came out, remember she came out the black women with the bonnets on?
Man. And I saw a sis in the airport the other day with her bonnet on, and I was like, I get it, because this air in the airplane is dry. Like, wear your bonnet.
Next one.
I don't know if that's true, but she's beef with DL because of a question from his team. DL backed up his team when she talked to him. I mean, I'm like way over here.
And you need to bring your mic towards you. Always understand your voice changes when you go out of here versus right here. Okay, let me help you out.
Well, I wasn't reading. I was just looking.
You was about to.
She felt like she was done wrong. How would we feel if we're done wrong? I feel sorry for her. I feel like there's a way to handle it when you're like, if I'm done wrong, like, I feel like animals are the ones that like lash out in anger when they're hurt. I mean, I guess all people do that. Lash out in anger when you're hurt. But you're a professional. Like, there's ways and avenues to handle it. And it's like each and every time, like if you felt like you're done wrong or you're hurt, like surround yourself with better teams. Surround yourself with better people who can look out for you and can talk on your behalf and handle that. Like, contracts and stuff like that are tricky. There's lawyers, there's agents. Like, your manager shouldn't have to do that. The manager should just, can make sure that you're getting on shows and that you're out there, but like have your team in place so that you don't and that people that you trust and know what they're doing, people that know what they're doing, so you're not always in that vulnerable situation if you feel like that's what it is.
Picture this. I'm gonna hold on for y'all. Picture this. This could have been a verbal back and forth backstage in Detroit. It could have been, hey, they said you're next. I'm next. What happened to D.L. Hughley? He said he's the headliner. Does he know? No, we're not doing this. It could be a verbal back and forth. Mm-hmm. It was like, no, we're not. No, not again. I refuse for him to be this little bit, this. I am not. She in her head thinking he's intimidated by me. He think he's better than me. None of these people are thinking of contracts. Nobody is thinking we should reach out to the producers to say what's really supposed to happen. She immediately went to defense mode, and then D.L. Hughley was 100% correct. Was like, I'm not dealing with her, man. Listen. Tell her if she don't go on now, I'm not going up at all. I'm not playing. In his head is like, I'm not playing this game. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing this game with her. I don't need to give her my contract. I don't need no liaison here. I'm not playing this game with her. Mm-hmm. And they both verbally, no one's thinking, let's bring up the contracts. So when that happened on stage, Monique had I can't say right. This is what she's like lashing out on. I can't believe he thought he was better than me. You open up for the Kings of Comedy. I close for the Queens of Comedy. Who's better? Who got the Oscar? Who got movies? Who has a successful TV show? She's saying all the things that you don't know how great of a person, a better of a comedian I am. Comedic, I was about to say comedic genius, but comedian I am. Yeah. So she's immediately like attacking him just from verbiage, not thinking about let's bring up the contract.
Right. And that in itself is like, because this behavior is not the first time. Like, right. You can say she's lashing out because she's hurt. This is not the first time. So at some point, it's like, I need to be better defended. Like, yeah. I'm tired of having to swing on people all the time. Right. Let's figure something else out. It's not working for me, is what I'm saying.
Her husband, boyfriend's like, yeah, you right, baby. You right.
Yeah.
You're the closer. She lashing out. You right. Hey, no, we ain't doing. What if he don't go on, the whole show's canceled? Sweetheart, just go out there and speak your mind.
Yeah. I'm all about people having a platform, using their voice. I think that could have definitely been done at a different time. Mm-hmm. She could have said, like, whatever it is, I'm going to have my lawyers look into this, but I'm going to go on and give you this show. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to have my lawyers look into this, and we're going to actually, like, go through it. Like, I feel like each and every time coming out and, like, swinging on people, well, not literally swinging on people, but, like, verbally swinging on people. Because now she's talking about his kids. Like, yeah. It's, like, personal. She's just going.
Oh, yeah.
It's too much.
All right, let's see what we got up in here.
They brought up DL's daughter, yeah. Doing too much.
It's going up top. I heard Monique was mad about that. I don't think that's true, but I know she has beef with DL because of a question from his GED team. DL backed up his team when he talked to him. She felt, and she made fun of his name as DL. DL, you should question my husband's sexuality. Your name is DL.
Oh, man.
And what does that mean? DL backed up his team when she talked to him. She felt she was done wrong. How would we feel if we were done wrong? I feel sorry for her. Yeah, she's going through a lot. She needs girlfriends, like friends is like, listen, sweetheart, like I would say like an Oprah, but that's the worst person she wants.
Yeah, she don't want no Oprah.
She needs somebody that's like, listen, you about to mess up money for.
But I feel like people have tried and she's lashed out. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she's not in that space right now where she wants that.
I hate her condescending tone when she's tried to be like respectful, but she's still being mean at the same time. Like the numerous times I saw her, I was like, listen, baby, listen.
That's like that, sir. sir.
I hate people. I hate when you patronize me, knowing that I'm upset, knowing that I've raised my voice here, and you try to say, you done?
Dion, you are the king of that.
You done? I am.
You are the king. Why are we yelling? Because you just pissed me off.
I don't think I've done that in like the past 5 years. I know how mean that is. I don't think I've done it in the past 5 years. I don't think. If we've had a screaming match, I'll be like, all I'm saying, I'll do that. All I'm saying is,
y'all see my face. Oh my gosh.
Never let them see you sweat. I don't know, man. Imagine in your heads. Y'all don't know the anxiety comedians get before you get on stage. Imagine, you hear this, y'all don't know. Imagine that you got another hour to prepare. Mm-hmm. So you in the back, you like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and take this young piss because D.L. Hughley's going before me, and I'm gonna eat me some egg roll. Well, I'm next. Wait a minute. I'm not even prepared. What did he say? What? Now you like, I gotta go up right now?
I feel like, well, and this is just DL's word, like she came later anyway, like right at the time, and he made it sound like everybody had the schedule up front.
Oh.
So that she was playing the game by showing up like purposefully late so she could push the time to try to force him to go on earlier.
Yeah, they had a hard out too.
Yeah. So that scenario wasn't even. I feel like
that's not a scenario.
like I feel like they might have got that email the night before and was like, "Oh, what do you mean? I'm going."
They tripping.
Right.
Babe, I'm gonna see something, but ignore it because when we get there, it's gonna be changed. It's gonna
Right.
change. It didn't change.
And now she like.
It was until they said she was not going to get paid if she didn't go up.
I need this money,
Frankie. And she said, I had to do it for y'all, my fans. So girl, she was talking like this, like, you know how you got that because your bitch made it back to Detroit when you used to eat hot wings over there on 30. Yeah, crowd excited.
Yeah.
So
So you watched that thing?
I did.
I
And it was on
watched it.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
So I watched the whole 10 minutes. And I watched her segue into her rant.
It's emotional. She's emotional with it. That's the thing. She's really emotional with it. And as a woman, I think you can be emotional, but like when you start pulling in people's families, that's when you lose.
Shout out to Jamoya. She lost the argument when she started going after his wife
100.
and daughter.
100.
Yeah, that's just childish. What does that mean?
We too grown for that.
Nigga, y'all are grandparents. Y'all are grandparents, both of y'all, and y'all are comedic legends. Like y'all are icons in the comedy world.
Yeah. I hope they get it together. You know what I mean?
I want to like Steve Harvey, do something. You friends with both of them.
So speaking of comedians, old beef, did you see where Jada slightly kind of addressed the Oscar? Mm-hmm. Oscar, what we calling it?
Oscar slap.
The slap. So on Red Table Talk, if you watch Red Table Talk, it was a beautiful episode about alopecia. I boohooed the whole time. But before that, opening it up, she was like, since that event occurred, a lot of people have reached out to her. And the way and just talking about people from the alopecia community and things like that. But the way that basically she was just like, I hope that these two brilliant men can heal. That's the word. Can heal, because we need both of them. So it wasn't like she was taking sides, but that was the extent of the address. She didn't go deeper, but I mean, I guess you couldn't ignore it that much longer.
Yeah, I don't want to hear from nobody else.
But Will?
Except Chris Rock.
Oh, Chris. You don't care about Will either?
Well, I've been listening to his book. I know exactly what's going on with him.
You feel like, right?
I know exactly what's going on with him. He is going through. He is going through a mental battle of Will Smith and Will Smith. Like I think Will Smith has a lot of bottled up energy, but also Will Smith, the character, is perceived as a bitch and a punk and a likable dude. But Will Smith, the father, business person, is not to be messed with. I be listening to Will Smith's books like, this dude is crazy. Mm-hmm. He is like the times he burned his girl's clothes and he ran up on the dude in the mall. When you hear all these stories, like, this dude is crazy. Mm-hmm. Great, very edgy, cussing people out. I was like, dude, you've been playing the character. In the book of Will, I am right where he's about to divorce Sherry.
Okay.
Cherie. And Quincy Jones is giving him advice about how to properly get divorced.
Is this post his encounter with the NBC exec?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the part where people were like, if it was a white man, he would never do it. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. He was slightly crazy.
Yeah. He ran up on us like, dude, he has a bad back, Will. Yeah, dude. Will is crazy. And I think he's a bottled up like character. Will Smith is crazy.
Like he's suppressed so much like hurt and pain and energy, and it seems like he needs to prove himself to be a certain thing. And so like what we finding is crazy is like, what you're calling crazy is trauma and stuff that he suppressed over so many years.
Right.
And trying to deal with it. But
Will Smith is actually the Incredible Hulk. He has suppressed himself to Bruce Banner, and we saw Incredible Hulk on the Oscar night. And it sucks because you can like when I say I hear crazy in this book, we hear it's like, who the fuck you think you talking to? I'm like, this is friends. He's like, what you say? You heard me. I'm like, Will is saying this? This is not even on a movie role?
Right. Yeah.
Like, he just talking to people. It's like, yeah, if you're looking for Will, I'm the motherfucker in the parking lot. And I was like, I was like, yo, Will is crazy. It's not like, so I was thinking to myself, where did that come from? None of that. He was like, yeah, this is who I am. I'm kind of with you. Like the book gave a lot of insight on where he is, and even like as you get to the end, he still like acknowledges that he's on his journey and dealing with everybody says
some stuff. But I feel like anybody who said that they read the book, the slap read differently for them.
Yeah, it's like, I don't see a problem. What's the problem?
I was like, yeah, that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You said, and as that said, I think the slap was planned. No?
No, I think he snapped. So y'all got to picture our mindset in Will's brain, all right? This is Oscar night. Will has been nominated 4 other times and has lost 3 other times. This is his first Oscar win. The anxiety, the press kit, he became the executive producer of the show, so he had more stress on that and paying people out, the constant questions and it's not good accent, you're not that great, how did you get nominated? You getting all this criticism, he's not that funny, Denzel should win, so-and-so should win. He's getting all this hurricane of questions and stress, and he's still trying to hold this character together. And then he got to the point of like, you know what, dude? No, I'm sick of this. Like I had to be fake through all this press kit questions and Oscar, smiling. I don't like this. My feet hurt. My wife is complaining. She don't want to be here. Oh God, bullets. And Regina Hall was going left in the beginning, and people kept shooting shots at him. Shooting shots. He was like, you know what, Chris Rock, I'm sorry, I have to do this. And it wasn't even that bad of a joke. It wasn't that great of a joke. It was just like, but I wish it happened backstage.
Yeah, I hate that.
Because it overshadowed so much greatness, black excellence. Like Will Packard's first time hosting the Oscars and
producing it. And then Questlove's win.
Questlove. And then,
Will's actual win.
His actual win.
Yeah.
What's his name? Wanda Sykes and Regina Hall.
Yeah.
No one's talking about that no more.
Yeah. It sucks. And I found myself going back and forth on this because, a lot of times it's like, man, like a person can be so great up in their career and, spotless, flawless up to this point. And now, like, people have turned against them and, Will didn't deserve, Will doesn't deserve this Oscar. They should have kept that away. He should be punished, all this type of stuff. And I kind of cringe seeing that because I'm like, man, he was just so flawless. He performed for us on for all these years, this whole time. But then it's like that same time, it's kind of like, like there are times, like people mess up all the time and it changes like their trajectory of life all the time. So you can't feel sorry for this celebrity because you grew up watching The Fresh Prince or listening to like his music or whatever it is, like growing up loving this is like your own cousin, it feels like. But it's just like, man, I really hate that he had this moment so publicly.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that happened.
Yeah.
And I hate it for Chris Rock. I do. I hate that nobody wants to be slapped on TV.
Nobody.
Like, that has to be a level of embarrassment, like a deeper level than I ever care to know.
And you know what really was upsetting? Chris Rock thought this is Will Smith about to be silly, right? So he walks up. I know we're talking about this 3 months later.
Yeah.
He walks up thinking, "What you got? What you got for me?"
Yeah. What up, friend?
He said, he trying to bump at your wife. Oh, and then he's thinking he was trying. He might have. I'm thinking all the possibilities in here. He might have thought that he missed me, but he 100% landed that slap. So now I'm like, you gonna say something like, oh man, he thought Will's gonna be like, oh my bad, I was trying to fake a slap. And he was like, whoa.
And then he backed it up with.
He looked to the side like, did y'all see that? Nobody security?
Okay.
He said, wow. This is about to be the greatest moment of Oscar history. Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And he's like, y'all ain't cut the commercial. I don't see no red. I don't see no.
Left him hanging. Left him 100%. Left Chris Rock hanging.
And then Will tried to. I mean, then Chris tried to. He tried to pick back up. He said, "Well, the keep my name."
That's just all around a bad night for Chris. Like, I feel bad for him.
Oh my God, dude! It's such a man, because as a comedian, that is the worst thing that can possibly live TV. The world is watching, and you like, I can't retaliate because it's going to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So I have to be the victim. I have to. Are y'all going to save me? Is this going to be security?
Right.
Are we cutting? Wow, I'm still going. I'm a professional. My face is stinging. It's hot. Keep my name. All right. I will. The Oscar nominee, the documentary Oscar nominees. This nigga was flustered.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Oh my God. Dude.
Again, probably thinking, how did we get here? We too grown for this.
Man.
We are successful.
Because there's been times that me and my friends have improv'd and something actually connects. You ain't gonna be like, yo! You be like, yo, dude, you actually hit me. Dude, my bad. He probably thought like Will Smith about to fake a little.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Will Smith.
We're back here.
I'm back, yo. Like he snapped.
Yeah.
He thought it was a good time right now. Not commercial break. While he's sitting back down in the audience, I can put this nigga in the headlock and give him some noogies.
He's probably like, I'm Will Smith.
I gotta do this right now.
I can do this.
I gotta do this right now. Oh God.
Yeah. It was a lot. It's a lot.
That's like I've always wanted to kiss Halle Berry, and I'm never gonna get this opportunity again. She upstairs like, so the nominees is, yep, I'm going up. I'm going up. And she's like, who's this guy? Hey, Dion. What are you doing? I'm never gonna get this moment again. Cut to.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, for sure. I have to say, we as Black people have forever called this woman Halle Berry. Her name is Halle.
What are you saying differently?
Holly is Holly.
It's
Halle.
Her name is Halle?
Halle Berry.
Her name is Halle? Isn't that Holly? Halle. So it's like Halle.
Is Halle Berry.
So it's like Halle.
Not Hailey.
Halle.
But I feel like our people have forever called her Holly.
I've never called her Halle.
Well, now if you say it like that.
What's her name?
Halle.
What's with the southern accent? Because you got to that's what it sound like. Halle.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's like Halle. I can hear a southern person saying like, come on in to Crackleberry, Halle. Right? Give me
You saying highly?
No, it's like, it's not. It's
Halle.
like, Jack Golly, like golly.
Oh.
Golly.
Holly.
Like high. Halle.
Halle Berry.
I've never. And, of course, Denzel.
I think we did him a favor.
Mm-hmm. You like Denzel? Mm-mm. Denzel in Distress?
Denzel it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of dogs and sons named after Denzel.
It is. Man. So, no elegant way to flip this, but just a question I have for you.
Okay, go for it.
Comes from, I'm inspired by Tamara Mowry, who...
I like Tamara Mowry.
I do too. She said, for the first time when I looked in the mirror, I saw an older version of myself. And she's talking about, and then she goes on to say, getting older can be scary, but I won't let me be frazzled. I feel like it's just the beginning. I see a wiser, more grateful Tamara. And I learned that growing old is a privilege that we shouldn't take for granted. And that kind of struck me because I've been in this place where I'm just kind of like, I feel like an old person sometimes. I'd be like, youth is fleeting. Youth is fleeting. I'm in a position where I'm surrounded by a bunch of young Gen Z PAs and just like, or people who are making college decisions. And for me, college was a blast. Grad school was a blast. And then like, you know, your early 20s out here in LA, you do so much and you learn so much. And I be having these moments of like, did I do it right? If I went back, would I change anything? Did I have anything with regrets? And it almost feels like, I'm like, am I sad about getting old? Like, how do I feel about this? And so I want to talk to you. We're same age. Like, how do you feel when it comes to like aging and when it comes to like life goals and family? And do you live up to checklists and certain things that you might have? No, I
don't live up to no checklist. Mm-hmm. I'm proud and ecstatic that I haven't given up. Mm-hmm. I don't regret anything because everything that I've done, I've learned from. I feel like I've gotten lazy in my main goal and pursuit of life purpose. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the foundation of what I was accomplishing paid off. I have big dreams with small city drive, if you will. I get caught up in people's lack of enthusiasm when it comes to the hustle, and then I feel ostracized. Because I was like, I'm gonna gamble on this word right here because I was like, I don't know if I'm using it right. I feel like so what I'm gonna describe it. What I feel like is like if I'm working hard, I was like, man, all these people having fun over here. Mm-hmm. All these people having fun, and maybe I'm working too hard. I'm not living life, mm-hmm. and I typically feel like, let me slow down. Mm-hmm. Let me break up because, and it's like I started to feel like I'm feeling like my life is going too fast. My aging is going too fast, and I'm not living. Versus me in my head, like I can't have fun until I made it. Right. That's the battle of everyone. Live your life, man. YOLO. Enjoy life. Experiences. We're all getting, older. So travel. Do this. But this other side was like, I sleep when I'm dead. Yeah. Let's grind.
Well, I feel like for me, like what I'm looking at is, so you're coming at it from a career standpoint. I think a lot of the things I think about, like, I feel like a lot of times, and you could probably attest to this about me, I've always been a very cautious individual. Yeah. I'm a very cautious person. I've always been, since a child, I've been cautious. I know, like, as a child, young kid. So when it comes to like certain things, just like, man, maybe I should have lived more, or tried that, or not been afraid to like do these things, like, I don't know, like maybe I should have maybe I should have gone to like had a little more of a wild streak in college and partied more and enjoyed that. That never was me. But then, like maybe I should have enjoyed that part of my youth more. Did I waste that? Like, man, I had so many great opportunities. So I guess I'm looking more of it like from that perspective. Like, did I live my life on the sidelines this whole time? Did I allow myself? And I feel like I've done a lot of stuff. Like, I've traveled. I do stuff that I want to do. I haven't had too much of that. But then, like of not enjoying that. Like, even to the point of, I don't know, like, I don't have kids. I don't think I regret that at all. It's gotten me this far. But like now I'm like, man, did I wait too late to have kids? A kid would be nice, at least one. And you just start thinking about different things like that, because I have put like career and working and hopefully saving money and trying to be wiser and smarter above certain other things. And then it's just like, did I get it right? Did I mess up? And so those are the things I think about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of women, a lot of men, married, children is always the thing. Career, finances. There's not a lot. I can't tell you that one person's like, everything I had on my bucket list has been checked off.
Right.
I've done it all. And your goals are going to be totally different than what God has in store for you. And then you're going to be let down a lot of the times.
Say that again?
You're going to be let down a lot of the times. Because,
Yeah.
What? You thought I said it wrong?
No, I was like I wanted you to realign, like restate. I just wanted to hear it different or better.
Yeah. So we all have goals. Mm-hmm. We all have a dart that we're throwing into the world of aging and goals and purpose. God is like, you can keep throwing it all you want, but I want you to go this direction. Yeah, God, but I'm trying to be an astronomist. I'm trying to be a paleontologist.
Paleontologist?
I'm trying to be a geocologist.
No, he's just making up stuff.
And he's like, I just want you to be an author. Trust me on this one. I'm really good at screwing in light bulbs. And he's like, no, just write about it. And eventually you get suckered into something that was, oh, wait a second. I can teach people how to be a paleocologist. I can teach people how to be a geocologist. He's like, I told you. And then, but those experiences of you going towards your original goal has helped you write this book. Mm-hmm. So you can be stubborn enough to not hear your calling and still kind of pursue this trash goal. Mm-hmm. Or.
Yeah. And I think it's also like how you live it. Like, I think I was a person who was just like, my purpose is to help others, to serve God, to build kingdoms. But like, as you're that focused, which is fine, be focused on that. But then it is also like, there's certain, like, people are like, let's just go with college. College is 4 years for most people. Some people do 5 or 6. But, college is 4 years. That's a short term. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to, like, live in some of those moments. Like, don't be stupid. But, like, don't be afraid of, like, I think so many times for me, or, like, we train, especially, like, young women, like, you have to get this right. You have to hit this benchmark. You have to hit this in 5 years. And so if you're so focused on this because you feel like your life is happening now, like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like I have to go and get the grades right because this is going to indicate, like, where I can go and what level I start off here. And it's just like these 4 years are influential in your life, but it's not the end all be all in your life. So, like, enjoy the moments while you're in it.
For the women who are in this live now, do you feel like you wasted or did not live your life, or the fact that you're not married or you don't have children, do you feel like you've missed out on something? Do you think it's too late, or if you feel like You know,
Yeah.
what's the question?
Do you ever have like regret or doubts that you did it like about the way that you approach life? Like I know there's so many endless conversations about women being single, but also I also know there's endless conversations about how much fun single women can have, single childless women can have. But at the same time, let me say this. I have a lot of friends that are currently in their 40s getting married and having babies for the first time. So that also offers like hope. I'd be like,
Hope.
yeah, because I'd be like, oh, so your ovaries aren't dried up.
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, I'm sure the dieting has changed and there's a lot of old myths. What up, Spicy? Welcome back. Welcome back, Candace. Welcome back.
Candace, Spicy, what's up?
Yeah. All right, well.
Yeah.
If you guys want to chime in, we're about to sign off. Because we've been in this thing for about an hour and a half.
Yeah. Thanks for indulging me on that conversation.
Indulging?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'll say it this way. Like, you're a person that's had the kids. You've done so there's probably a level of fulfillment also with your career hustle that you've been able to enjoy and embrace. That's different.
Here's the key about having children.
Uh-huh.
Don't pull out. That baby will come out in 9 months. Guaranteed. I was like, I need to write a book. I need to write a book or two about how to develop children.
That's funny. Let me read some of these with my mic. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Candace, I live my best life. Wish I had children sometimes, but I got a dog, so I'm good. Ooh, what type of dog you got? Because I'm looking too, girl. Angela, getting my MBA was great, but it put relationships back on the back burner. That part. I don't think a lot of people... Now, I know people who multitask it, but like if you're really over here trying to... Like if you're focused on that career thing, it does put other elements on the back burner. A Chihuahua. I don't want a Chihuahua, but they're cute. I'm thinking like a golden doodle. Or I say a golden doodle, but I might just get a rescue. You know what I'm talking about? Try to save some of these dogs out here. Do good in the world.
Girl, ladies, this is a good question. If God looked you in your eyes and said, I'm going to give you 4 options. A incredible career, a marriage, children, or what's another thing? Travel. All right. 4 options: travel, children, career, husband. Right? That's what I said, right? Mm-hmm. The other 3 are going to be sour, as in you're not going to do it as much. You're not going to enjoy these as much. Which one would you choose? All the women, if God said, I'm giving you 4 options: children, husband or wife, career, travel.
Just give me my window seat, please.
You just travel the world?
Let me go.
100% travel in the world.
Let me go.
And everything else is going to be sour. It's going to be like, I can't keep in a relationship. I can't get kids. My career is just on the rocks. You fine with that?
I mean, like, because I feel like if I could have kids and then all the other stuff, like, I have no outlet. Like, my career sucks. I'm just broke. I'm just broke with kids.
When I say sour, is just like it's gonna be your main issues. Like you can have a husband, but he might be a drunk. You might have children that just hate you. They're regretful. It's like, gosh, why can't you just do? But your traveling life is incredible. You are going any and everywhere, free of charge. as a mom, children. Have be a perfect mom.
Be a perfect mom.
That's what she'll have a. She'll
And
be
then they
children.
grow up and they don't need you. Then what I'm gonna do?
18 years relationship. Oh, we got different answers up in here. Okay, she got a perfect husband. Everything else would be sour.
Let's see. Said, I had my oldest at 18 and my youngest at 21. I did what I wanted. Yeah, you did. So I like to see the conversations with people. Like, there's conversations, the little memes where it's like me, like people on like the, cruise, living their best life, talking about as my my friends in their 40s are having kids going to kindergarten. And I was like, but I got to do that in my youth. Like, yeah. I actually got to do it young. I might not have had money the whole time, but I got to. I do see you and appreciate that.
Travel. Come on, Candace, Spicy, y'all traveling, huh?
Angela, now that I have a 1-year-old, I want to go back to law school to give her the very best I can. Ooh, I feel you.
So, this might be a jab. I'm not calling you old, but when grandparents go and get their MBA or bachelor's degree or college degree, what does that mean?
I think that's more of a self-fulfillment type thing. Like, people value education, and education, unfortunately, in this country is not affordable. It's not always cheap. You don't have the time for it. So when you're older and you're going out and actually seeking and getting that degree, you're fulfilling something that you wanted to do early in life. Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily just the degree, but it's the experience, that thing that you value, that you're able to say.
I'm laughing.
I'm so passionate.
No, I hear you. But I'm laughing at, imagine like your 86-year-old grandmother going to college to get her degree in business. Mm-hmm. But she is failing her ass off.
Oh, no, Grandma.
Failing. She's like, shit. So you mean to tell me I gotta put the decimal? I gotta figure out the portfolio? How, Grandma?
Oh no, Grandma, no.
Grandma, you don't have to do this. You don't know me. I dropped out of high school for your mama. I dropped out of college for your mama.
Okay. All right,
I'm going back to school to get my business degree.
All right, Grandma.
You seeing her like, please, Professor, can I get like some extra credit? Can I please?
Who's gonna do Grandma's homework this week?
Your old ass out my face. All you doing here is sleep.
Why is that where your mind went?
All you doing here is sleep and your dentures fall out. Get the hell out of my office.
Oh my gosh.
Grandma went to school and failed. That's a good play. That's a good stage play. My grandma went back to school and failed out and flunked out.
Wait, who's that I always pick up? Who's plays that?
Robert E. Elbum. What's his name? Hold on.
Oh gosh, I can't think.
I'm thinking of E-Bell. What's it called?
I got nothing.
Yeah, what's it? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's something like E-L. Because it's on the tip of my tongue. He's always doing stage plays.
Starring. Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah, Vivica A. Fox. Essen Atkins. In the new stage play, my grandmother flunked out of high school. What did I say the first time? My grandmother went back to school and flunked out.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Don't do that stage play. Grandma sing at the end. She's like, praying to God, I just make it.
Yeah. She look at the end. She see her look. You know how like on the high school they check to see if they made on the team.
Yeah.
And she was like, she going all the way down like. She like.
Then she go back up.
Hello. She got all these young friends with her. She like.
Hold on, baby, my glasses. My glasses now. My arthritis, calm down.
But her finger is like this. Finger shaking. Cause she got that, what is that called? MS?
Oh no. No, now we're getting dark.
She's like, "Babe, can you just find my name for me? Can you find my name for me? It's not up there, Mildred.
It's not up there, Mrs. Stiff. I can't stand you.
Where is he?
Oh, man.
He in there eating a sandwich. You're the one who failed me.
I told you to get your old.
He's like, let me call you back. Yeah, I told you to keep your droopy titty, crow's feet eyes, varicose veins out my.
Why is he so mean? Why is he so heartless? Because my grandmama didn't love me.
Because you know what happened to my grandma? She wanted to go back to school. And because of people like you, she didn't make it because she can't afford it. You can afford it. You've done this 6 times and flunked out every...
Dion. Oh my gosh. On that note, you are ridiculous. You're ridiculous. I've enjoyed this conversation.
My grandma flunked out.
Whew.
Good night, y'all. We about to leave out too.
Oh,
Angela
man.
S. Love you. You 28.
It's the young ones up in here.
I thought Angela went to high school with me.
You just making up a whole backstory.
I thought all the time I thought this was Angela went to high school with me.
Lord, Angela, you done hurt his feelings.
And I know Angela S.
So listen, if y'all want to get in on this live conversation and join us, please be sure to subscribe to our page over at Lacktoast ENT. Hit that notification bell. You will get notified each time we go live.
You need to create a graphic that says we are now live on Lacktoast ENT.
I'll do that.
And then when we're live,
We can put it up. Yeah.
up, and then people be on Instagram like, "Yo, let's be a part of the conversation."
Yeah, because we got a great crew.
Yeah.
Have me laughing over here.
Yeah.
And also be sure to go back and listen to our older podcast, everywhere where podcasts are available. What else? Anything else?
I just want to emphasize on. No one said career. I just noticed that. Everyone said travel, children, husband. No one said I want a perfect career.
You know why?
Why?
Because we work so hard in our careers so that we can either travel or support our families. So if that's not the main thing, but that's the thing that contributes, helps contribute to foundation for those things. So if I'm just working to work, and it doesn't benefit my family or benefit my family, or doesn't allow me to live the lifestyle I want to live.
But I think if you had a perfect career, imagine if you invented Google and you figured out a way to branch off into $1 billion, $1 trillion business. You're going to be able to travel.
But you said your travel would be sour. Like you gave the choices that you gave.
Yeah, it's gonna be as sour as in like, God, every time I come to Fiji, it's always thunderstorming.
Well, I don't want it to thunderstorm in Fiji.
Or
I want the perfect weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, we're about to peace out until next time.
Toodaloo.